Good morning, guys. It is cruise day. I'm Raquel from MHFamilyAdventures. Thanks for clicking on this video. I am currently in St Lucia, preparing to hop on a ferry to go to Martinique to catch MSC Virtuosa. Now, this is going to be an amazing cruise for me because all of these ports that I'll be visiting are brand new to me. So I am solo for this trip, first cruise for 2025. Super excited. Now I'm currently staying here in Hammock Suites, which is in Castries, St Lucia. That's kind of where the cruise ships dock when you do visit St Lucia. Very nice boutique hotel. So I'll leave the information in the description, but I had to order a taxi, or I had the owner of the hotel order me a taxi to get me to the ferry, which is going to take me over to Martinique. So it's going to be an adventure this morning. Embarkation time isn't till 6, but I'll get there at 9. So we're going to see how today goes, what's going to happen. I have no clue, but follow along. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, all that good stuff. But we're preparing to get in our taxi and head to the ferry.
Now, I know many of you are wondering why I flew into St. Lucia instead of directly into Martinique. Flying into Martinique can be very expensive. In fact, I originally paid $400 round trip to St. Lucia. It was over $1,600 round trip from Martinique. The Express des Les Ferry is a decent alternative to flying if you're trying to get between the islands and the West Indies for cheap. It only cost me $60 one way. The ferry was clean and I had no issues on board, but do be sure to arrive early as I waited in line almost 2 hours before boarding. The port operations aren't the most efficient, so pack your patience. I do not recommend depending on the ferry the day of your cruise, as it does have the potential to cancel in inclement weather. I was a bit stressed about making the cruise ship, but I made it to Martinique safely and on time.
All right, so made it in. It was a nice, smooth ride. I actually took a nap on the ferry, and I'm walking to the port. I can actually see the cruise ship from here. Let me show you. So there is MSC, and there is the ferry terminal. So it's right there, walking distance. So I'm gonna walk it instead of catching a taxi, and we're gonna get there. And also something to notice, they speak French here in Martinique. So it's not like your typical, I shouldn't say typical, it's not like other Caribbean islands. They speak French here. So either pack Google Translate or some sort of translation tool or something, or know a little bit of French, because they really didn't speak any English in the terminal. So it's right there up ahead. All right, so I have made it here to Fort de France. I don't know what time I can board the ship. I haven't found anyone that speaks English, and there's no signage. I know that I'm pretty early. It is just 10:10, and my technical embarkation time is 6, but I think they're gonna start earlier. I don't know why I got assigned a 6 o'clock time slot. So I'm just gonna kind of hang here and see what happens. There is like a makeshift tent outside the terminal, and then it looks like you have to actually take your bags closer to the ship for the check-in and everything. So yeah, we'll kind of see, play by ear. Now the walk from the ferry was very short, 5 minutes or so from the ferry. Now it is kind of bumpy, so if you have a lot of luggage, that could be challenging, and it's a narrow sidewalk, but it is a pretty short walk, so don't worry about catching a taxi. So yeah, we'll see how long I have to wait here before I can start boarding the ship. All right, so it is 11:45. They're letting me board early. He kind of took a group of people because it started getting crowded, and he said, if you're checking in today, follow me. So I hopped up real fast. And they shut it off after about 30-40 people. So about to board. All right, so made it through real quick. They do keep your passport, so they'll give you this to use to collect your passport. They'll hold onto that until the end of the cruise. That's my first time having to do that, so make sure you hold onto that ticket so you can reclaim your passport. But we are here at Fort de France, the inside of the terminal. Let's take a quick peek. All right, something else to know about Martinique, it is a port where people disembark and embark. So you'll see people getting off, people coming on, different things. So a few of these ports for this cruise are like that.
The board here.
All right, so I'm going to go drop my bags off. I think my cabin should be ready. And you know, guys, with MSC, you have to make your dining reservations, all of that good stuff once you get on board. So I'm gonna drop my things off. I need to grab some coffee. I haven't had any coffee today. So I'm gonna grab some coffee and then figure out where I need to go for dining reservations. So let's see how this goes. All right, and so my cabin is ready. So I have an aft balcony, which is my very first aft balcony. But guys, it's something strange. When I walk in, I wonder if they're able to smoke on the ship, because it smells a little bit like smoke to me, but I'll find out. but yes, so I'm in now in my cabin. My cabin is ready. And yeah, so I have an aft balcony. It's my very first aft balcony. So I'm really going to enjoy this, but my cabin is ready for me, good to go. It's clean. I'm going to get it sanitized after I make my reservations and everything. And I'm hungry. I'm going to grab coffee, but let me show you guys a quick spin around. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So I have the 4 package, plus I have a diamond, because I'm diamond status, yes.
Okay, which do you want to make, madam?
All right, so that was really quick. Got all 5. Since I am diamond, I get 1 free specialty dining, which it's funny, the specialty dining package does not include teppanyaki, but diamond status does. So I did teppanyaki, I did all the restaurants. So that is done. Now I'm headed to the spa because I'm diamond. I do receive a thermal pass for at least 1 day. So I'm gonna go see if I have to reserve that or what I need to do for that. So I'm gonna do that. And as you see, it's almost 1 o'clock and there's still people getting off the ship right now.
MSC Virtuosa offers a luxurious MSC Aria spa, but this spa is not just designated for Aria guests. Here in the spa, you can pay for services such as hair and nails, massages, facials, and more. My favorite part of any spa is the thermal area. You can purchase a cruise-long or daily pass. Here you will find steam rooms, heated loungers, 2 jetted jacuzzis, a Himalayan salt room, snow room, and more. If you are staying within Aria or Yacht Club accommodations, then you have included access to the thermal area. MSC Virtuosa is part of the Meraviglia Plus class and it launched in 2021. This ship is 1,087 feet long and has a max guest capacity of 6,300. On board, you will find 5 pools, including a large indoor pool and an infinity pool, several jacuzzis, a kids splash area complete with a ropes course and water slides, an arcade and virtual reality room, as well as 10 restaurants and 21 bars and lounges. I talk often about the value that MSC offers for cruisers because I believe they are a great cruise line for new cruisers, those cruising with families, and those wanting to have an overall good value. When you're ready to start planning your cruise with MSC Cruises, please contact Major Adventures Travel. We would love to assist you with finding the best deal and help you plan your cruise adventure on board MSC. You can find our information in the description section of this video.
So one thing that I love about the ports where people embark and disembark is that once you get on the ship, usually the buffet's empty because everyone's off in port. So the buffet's pretty empty right now, but I did get just a variety. This does not match at all. I'm just hungry. There's some rice, I don't know how to say it, but it's Indian rice with chicken, and then there was some sort of spinach, and then shepherd's pie and a slice of pizza. No, that doesn't even go together, but I wanted to try something different, something new, something not too heavy because I will be I think going to the main dining room tonight. But yeah, it's nice to kind of have an empty buffet once you get on the ship because you guys know that's usually the busiest time. But yep, have dining reservations squared away, spa squared away. Now the spa will have an embarkation day special where you can get an 80-minute massage or spa treatment for the price of a 50 minutes. So if you want to take advantage, do that on embarkation day. You must take your massage or your spa treatment on embarkation day. So definitely head to the spa if you are someone who likes spa treatment. But I'm going to enjoy my lunch and then explore the ship a little bit more. Now, I do feel like I've been on the ship before because I've been on MSC Grandiosa, which is the sister ship. Sailed on that one in Europe, so check out that vlog series. It's actually our vlog that has the most views on YouTube. And then also MSC Meraviglia, this is also the sister ship, so it's pretty much identical. So I feel like I know where I'm going and where things are at, so it'll be pretty easy getting around. But we're gonna explore a little bit, get the cabin situated, and see what's going on today. And part of me is actually debating getting off the ship and exploring a little bit of Martinique because we are here until 11 p.m. We don't sail away till 11, so I'm guessing there won't be a sail away party and all of that happening since it's so late. So it's just 2 o'clock, so I was like, maybe I could get off and do something and then get back on. We'll see. I will be in Martinique a day and a half once we come back because my flight, I had to shift my flight, so I will have time to explore some Martinique. So I was debating whether I'm going to get off or just chill. We'll see what I do. You guys know I just kind of bounce around, so we'll see where I bounce to next. And yes, MSC has the best pizza at sea. I say that all the time. I'm going to say it's MSC for sure. Best pizza at sea, and it still is. I was going to get the white pizza, but I saw this pepperoni was just brought out, so grab that, and it is very tasty.
So as you can see, MSC Cruises has a lot to offer for families as well as those young children wanting some adventure. Check out this water park area. Now, something to know is that all children will need to have a waiver sign in order to access the water park or the water slides, as well as the Himalayan Bridge, which is the ropes course. So once you get on board, usually there's going to be a kiosk or desk set up in this area where you can get your wristband for your children. I recommend doing that as soon as you can once you get on the ship. Now, there are waivers available online that you can print off and have them filled out and drop them off. once you get on board. The same thing for Do Re Mi Land, which is the kids club. Now they do offer complimentary kids clubs. You can check the daily agenda to see the different hours, but they'll have all kinds of activities for the kids. They'll play games there in the sportsplex. They will have dance parties. They will attend some of the shows. So the kids will have a lot of fun there. They do accommodate anyone that may have special needs. So be sure to chat with the kids club staff once you arrive. They will have open house hours where you can explore and check out everything that the kids club has to offer.
All right, made it back into the cabin. Had some nice treats from MSC. I will be enjoying my champagne later, and I'm about to get things sanitized, unpacked, because for 7-night cruise, I am going to unpack. It just makes things a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and get things clean, packed, unpacked, and I think I'm going to stay on the ship because I'm going to have plenty of time to explore Martinique at the end of the cruise. So I think I'll just wait and kind of just ease into this embarkation day. That looks a little bit different for me because normally I'm on the go on embarkation day. I'm gonna kind of take it light today. So I'm gonna go ahead and get unpacked. There's not a whole lot going on, I think, with everyone in port till 11 p.m. So there's not like a show tonight, but there are a couple of like dance classes and different things going on. I do think since it's a easier evening, I'm probably going to go to the main dining room to check that out. So I have a little bit of time to get unwind and or to wind down and just kind of chill. So that's what I'm gonna do. About 6. So I'm just a little bit early for dinner. It looks like they start the anytime dining. So I was assigned anytime dining for this sailing. It starts at 6 o'clock. So I was hoping for 5:30 or whatever, but I'll just kind of hang out and wait for it to start. But first thing, I'm going to go check out the casino real quick. It's right down the hall.
If you are a casino player, I highly recommend that you sign up for MSC's casino program. They are one of the few cruise lines that offers a very transparent policies as far as what you need to earn, as far as points to earn free cruises. And I can tell you that I do play in the casino from time to time when I cruise. MSC you seem to accumulate points a lot quicker, and so you have a better chance of getting a free cruise playing with MSC. So definitely check out their casino program. They will have information at the desk where you can get information on how many points you need to earn to win a free cruise. Now, the Carousel Lounge will offer different programs at sea. Now, I'm not one that usually likes to pay for extra, theatrical performances and things like that, but these Cirque du Soleil style performances that they have at Carousel at Sea are amazing, and I highly recommend them. They're $12 if you book them in advance, $15 if you do it the day of or once you get on board the ship, but it will include a drink for you. And these shows are spectacular. Now, they're unlike the shows that are in the main theater. Definitely check them out if you're on board.
All right, so I am here in the El Campo, I think, dining room. I'm one of the first in, so I was able to get a solo seat kind of off to the window. So that's a tip if you want to dine by yourself. Come early, that way you can grab a table. All right, so a couple things to know. They're still using the QR code, so you need to scan the QR code that's on the menu or on the table to pull up the menu. But also, if you are from the US, I don't know if this applies to every country, but they do offer complimentary distilled water and coffee in the dining room. So when I say distilled water, it's not your tap water that's filtered. It is actually bottled distilled water. You don't need to have a drink package to have that. And I think it's just a safety precaution for those that aren't used to drinking other water. Even though it's filtered, just coming from other places, play it safe. It was like that when I was in Europe as well, where the distilled water was included. So make sure you get that and not the tap water. But yeah, let me show you guys the dinner menu, see what they have. But hopefully this will be a quick service because I'm the only one here. Now, that was something that I noticed going abroad before, was that people tend to dine later, and I like to dine early. So it's 6 o'clock and that's perfect for me, and it's still pretty empty. It's actually 6:10 now and it's pretty empty. So for this itinerary, they have, well, in the main dining room, they're going to have, very similar to some other cruise lines, where they're going to have your constant items that are going to be available every night. And then they're going to change out the appetizers every night and some of the main course meals. And then one of the sections for this particular itinerary is the Caribbean section. So tonight they had like a jerk chicken and then conch fritters. The conch fritters are good. They're just very light to be a conch fritter. Very flavorful. I would have probably not wanted the sauce on top, but they're pretty tasty. So yes, she said the Caribbean night will change depending on which port we're in. So for today, Martinique, it's the spiced or jerk chicken and then the conch fritter. So not bad. We'll see how this, it's actually a Cornish hen. We'll see how the Cornish hen is. Carousel Productions, which is like their Cirque du Soleil performance. If you pre-book that, you'll need to make sure that you schedule that once you get on board. You do so here by Guest Services. They have a kiosk set up. I almost forgot about it till I happened to see it. So make sure you do that if you pre-book it. Those shows are really good. Now you can wait till you get on board. I think they're $15 or 15 euros on board. I think it was 12 or 13 on in advance. So you can kind of play by ear if you want. It's not a big price difference, but make sure you reserve it or come here so that you get it scheduled. Alright, and I'm going to do something that I usually don't do, is book an excursion on board. I'm going to look to see what they have available for Martinique when I get off the ship, because I really want something that has transport that allows luggage, and that's hard to find if you're booking it outside of the cruise line. So I want to find something that's going to allow me to store my luggage, return me back to the port, and then I can catch a taxi to my hotel, which is just down the street. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to see how much they're priced here, and then I might just compare to see. The issue is the luggage storage. I can't get a clear answer on if there's luggage storage anywhere around, and the tours that I did look at that weren't booked through MSC, they did not have storage. So I'm going to see what I can find. Something else to know, you will need to make sure you activate a cruise card that is consistent with MSC. So you can go to the cruise activation station, which is located right here, usually by Guest Services, usually by the casino area. You'll need to register a card. They are charging $250 US for a 7-night cruise. That is just a pre-authorization hold. But on this ship, everything's charged in euros, so keep that in mind as well. So yeah, you'll need to do that, or they're going to deactivate your card within like 24 hours or so. So you have to do that. You can also do it in the app. If you find your account billing at the top, it'll say to link a card. You can do it there as well. So you can do that, and you can also deposit cash if you choose to use cash. So yeah, dinner was delicious. Came out very hot. I love when you can go to the main dining room and get a hot meal and it's actually hot. Food was seasoned well. I had no complaints about dinner. Fast service. Now, I don't know how I got the anytime dining for this sailing. I wonder, part of me, if somehow they tied English speakers there, because it seemed like some of the others were speaking English. Usually for MSC, your anytime dining is going to be reserved for ARIA, I guess. So I don't know if it's because I'm diamond status or if they were trying to keep English speakers kind of together. I don't know. But I enjoyed that dining time because there really wasn't anyone near me. Quick service. Everything came out hot. No complaints at all. But I was chuckling coming back to my cabin because I requested to get larger robes. They only had medium in my closet, so I left a note on the robe for my room steward, and I said, do you have a larger size, please? And so I just saw him in the hallway, and he said that he put the robes on the couch, and he said that he couldn't hang them up because they're too big. So that just made me chuckle. That was kind of funny. So, but I do have bathrobes. But guys, this is probably gonna be it for me for tonight because I'm exhausted. I want to catch the Meet and I award show. If you guys don't know, we're nominated for 5 awards, so it's about 20 minutes away before showtime, so I'm gonna catch that. And there's really not a whole lot going on because people are still in port, so there's no shows or anything like that tonight. I did enjoy some live music earlier, as well as the steel drums, but I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night, get a little bit of work done, so I'm up and ready. I kept saying I'm going to Tortola tomorrow. I'm not. I'm going to Guadeloupe tomorrow. So I have an excursion with MSC. So I will take you guys along for that. But if you could give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, all that good stuff. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We will be in Guadeloupe for the first time, and we'll see what we get into. So I appreciate you guys following along. And I know it's been a crazy embarkation day. I also have not done my muster now that I'm thinking of it. So I do recall that they're doing muster later this evening. I don't know, I might be asleep. We'll see what happens. But you do have to watch it on your television and then report to muster. And I think they were doing it like around 9:15. So yeah, so things look a lot different when you get on a cruise ship that embarks and disembarks, you know, at the same port. It looks a little bit different, especially when you have a late port day. So we'll see what happens with muster, but I know how to get to muster. I know what to do and all that. So, and all that information is always on your cabin door. But I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for Meet and Eye Awards and enjoy this evening. Relax, because it's gonna be a busy 7 days, pretty much port after port. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.